Hello, this is Colin, and on today's tea, I'm going to talk about Sencha, the most popular tea by far in Japan. Something like 80% of the teas drunk in Japan are Sencha. Now, Sencha is a green tea, but in appearance and taste, it's actually quite different from Chinese green teas. And that's because of the way it's prepared, from what I read on the internet. Um, Now, Chinese green teas are pan-fried to prevent fermentation, traditionally, whereas in Japan, in 1740, there was a fellow named Nagatani who was a tea merchant, and he steamed uh, his tea to prevent fermentation, which resulted in a tea which was bright green, like the tea leaves were bright green and broken down, so it actually looks a lot like cut grass, which gave it a different taste. Now, it actually does taste something like grass. It has a light, refreshing taste. If you depends how long you steep it, it can turn bitter. Um, but yes, it almost feels like drinking a freshly mowed lawn. You can also taste a bit of seaweed in it, I suppose. That's another one that they talk about. Um, and for a long time, I've actually drunk genmachai, which is um, uh, sencha tea with roasted rice. Don't say burnt rice. That's very rude, apparently. With roasted rice kernels, which gives it a slightly sort of nuttier flavor. But this is the sencha, plain sencha, and I really quite like it. Like I say, it's a light, refreshing cup, slightly grassy. And incidentally, there is also a sencha tea ceremony. Now, as we all know, the traditional Japanese tea ceremony uses powdered matcha tea, whereas sometime in the 17th century, Ingen, a monk named Ingen, introduced the Obaku school of Zen Buddhism and introduced the way of senchado. I don't know much about the ceremony, although I understand that it is more traditionally Chinese than the Japanese tea ceremony with the more traditional Japanese matcha. Anywho, so here we are, and I'm going to enjoy my cup of sencha. Cheers.